Yes, my dear friend, welcome back to the channel. Very good morning to you wherever you are on the continent of Africa, in Europe, in America, in Canada, Australia, or right here in Southeast Asia. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Saturday morning to you all. Happy weekend. Yes, I hope your weekend is going great. Well. We have big games coming up this weekend. Oh yes, big games coming up this weekend. Chelsea, Aston Villa at Stamford Bridge tomorrow. We also have Manchester City, Liverpool. Man City, Liverpool. Chelsea fans, what do you think? Do you think Liverpool should lose? Chelsea wins, then we get, we close a gap. If Liverpool lose against Man City, Chelsea win, the gap will be close to, I think, is it 2, 3, or 3 points? Or 5 points? Yeah. The gap will be closer to Liverpool then, on top of the league table. What do you think? Let me hear from you. Do you support Liverpool winning against Man City, or you want Man City to win against Liverpool? Ladies and gentlemen, but we have our own game coming up, Chelsea, Aston Villa. In our last 3 games, Chelsea failed to win against Aston Villa, 2 in the Premier League, 1 in the FA Cup. We failed. The FA Cup was a draw. But then, this season is a completely new season. Under new manager, with new set of players. So it's going to be a different game altogether. And remember, Chelsea has been one of the consistent teams by far this season. Aston Villa have not been consistent this season. Aston Villa, they've not been consistent in winning games in this season, especially in the league. Maybe they are in Europe, maybe because of the Champions League, I'm not too sure. But they've not been consistent, dear friends. And we go into this game, it is expected that Chelsea will bank in the 3 points. Ladies and gentlemen, but before we continue, quickly, Philip Jackensen against Heidenheim in Germany, we saw the heroic performance that he put up. Many have suggested, or many are saying that it is time Enzo Maresca give the young guy, the 22-year-old goalkeeper, the opportunity in the league, in the Premier League, instead of Robert Sanchez. But you see, I have spoken a lot about Sanchez these past few days. And there is something that whenever we are talking about Sanchez, we seem to forget. He is not a ball-playing goalkeeper, yes. But he is very good in stopping the shot. From whatever angle, he's a shot stopper. But he is not a ball-playing goalkeeper. All right. Moving on from there. Sanchez, on a good day, saves penalties. And I believe that it is the reason why Enzo Maresca always likes to use him. Because saving penalty is also part of the game. I know how many times, is it 2 times, also 3 times this season alone, that Robert Sanchez saved a penalty for us in the league. So, if we want to be analyzing some of these things, we will have to put into consideration all of this. Can Philip Jackensen be able to save penalties? Maybe in training, we are not in the training ground with them. Maybe at training, Enzo Maresca sees Robert Sanchez saving penalties. Likewise, stop balls, any ball that comes in, he has the ability to stop those balls. The only advantage that Philip Jackensen has over Sanchez is that he can play the ball from behind. He can support the defense in ball play. That means that one of the defenders can join the midfield and he, the goalkeeper, can join the defense. So it means we always have an extra man ahead. But we seem to forget that one characteristic or one good aspect of Robert Sanchez is penalty saves. Well, it is up to you. You can see the 2 on your screen right there. Tell me, which of the 2 do you prefer, or will you wish will safeguard our goalpost against Aston Villa? It is Saturday, and we are not going to be talking so much about our game tomorrow. Our game is tomorrow, so I will not say so much about that. But I want to talk about a few things that came up this week that have been discussed on social media platforms. in the media, especially the British media this week, was Chelsea is searching of a new striker. We've been told Chelsea are in the market and they are searching for a new striker. And right now as we speak, there have been 10 strikers that have been penned down, 10 different strikers that have been penned down by Chelsea sporting directors, and they are watching all of them closely. Now, in the media, as the day before yesterday or so, the past 2-3 days, Liam Delap, yes, Manchester City product have, actually popped up so strongly. Many have suggested that Chelsea should go in for him. Well, a good friend of mine sent me this trade. He said the top strikers that Chelsea should go in for next summer. Top 3 strikers that Chelsea should choose one and get out, in the next summer. In addition to Nicola Jackson, he said 1, Liam Delap, 2, Victor Osimhen, 3, Benjamin Sesko. And he broke it down. He analyzed. He said no Goalkeepers. He said we need a striker that can dominate the box. Goalkeepers plays outside a lot like Jackson. With Jackson around, we need a different profile. Delap has a bit of everything in and out of the box and still developing, but with a very high ceiling. Osimhen is probably second to Haaland in Europe at the moment at dominating box and converting half chances. Sesko, yes, Benjamin Sesko is his 3rd wild card. He said, Sesko is my wild card. I don't think he's worth 60 million euro yet. He's still developing like Delap. But why I made Delap number 1 is his fee, which will probably be around 40 to 50 million. He said Isak is another notable mention, but he's too expensive in my opinion and not elite at dominating the box. Another striker that likes playing outside the box, but he is a superb finisher. That is Isak. He is a superb finisher. In that case, I will take Goalkeepers before him as he is more durable and finishes well too. So he is saying he will prefer Goalkeepers ahead of Isak. But putting both Goalkeepers and Isak aside, what he think right now Chelsea needs is a different profile of a striker, and he put Liam Delap as number 1 choice because he is young and his fees is cheaper. Second choice, Victor Osimhen. 3rd, Benjamin Sesko. You can see all 3 on your screen. What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? It is open for discussion. Quickly, it is your breakfast. I will not take much time. But like I said to you, Chelsea are monitoring between 5 to 10 strikers ahead of the 2025. However, no striker signing is expected in this January unless a club makes an extraordinary offer for Christopher Nkunku. That is coming from, a reputable source. Unless a club makes an extraordinary offer for Christopher Nkunku. Is that to say that Chelsea can easily let go Christopher Nkunku if there's anything like extraordinary offer? Well, we wait to see. I think it's funny how fast narratives change in football. It is very funny how narratives can quickly change in football. It's just 12 league games right now as we speak. It's just 12 league games right now into the season. And the narrative about Chelsea have changed from missing top 4 to challenging for the title. Oh yes. You go to all the top pundits right now, they're talking about Chelsea playing the top 4. Most of them are beginning to, revise their notes, talking about Chelsea challenging in the top 4 for the title. You see, you will look stupid now. Actually, you will look stupid now if you say Chelsea won't make top 4. Oh yes, it is. You will look very stupid. That's insane 360 turnaround, though. But what many people don't understand, the size of job this man has done so far, Enzo Maresca. The so-called expert in the studios that used to criticize his decisions are beginning to turn around and appreciate the work Maresca has done or is doing currently with Chelsea. They've criticized the decisions even with Leicester, so much said that he coming to Chelsea, many of us, including myself, now we're looking more stupid because there's a turnaround in all of us, our our thoughts, dear friends. Now, Enzo Maresca himself being asked yesterday at a press conference about Chelsea's position. Where do you see your team getting to this season? Many are asking him, do you think we are challenging for the title? This is what he said. He said, it's nice to see the team improving. That is important. It is nice, a good feeling. At the same time, you need to be realistic and you can see the difference between us and the rest at the moment. This doesn't mean we are not going to win games and not compete until the end. But the main focus has to be the feeling we are improving game after game. City lost 3 games in a row, but they are still second. Arsenal are there in 4th, level on 22 points. Liverpool are doing fantastic too. For me, it's not about points and the table that they are ahead of us. It is the process. This is our head coach, Enzo Maresca, speaking. He now concludes, Arsenal is 5 years together. Man City more than 8 years together. Liverpool is a bit different, but they didn't make many changes from the past. This is the reason it's not about points or difference in the table. It's just the time together. What I understand from this statement from our head coach is that he's trying to take away the pressure from the players. He doesn't want the fans to have it in their mind that Chelsea are going for the title. He wants to neutralize the atmosphere. The journalists that were asking the question, they have an agenda. It is true. No, we always set an agenda. We are the one that dictates. Even player sales is journalists. So he tried to neutralize the atmosphere so that journalists will not mount pressure on the players. If the coach admits or accepts that, yes, it looks like we can fight for the title, journalists will now begin to use that as an advantage. Whenever they meet the players, the interviews the players, you are fighting for the title. And that pressure can cause a lot of problem. Right now, at the back of the mind of everybody, our coach is saying, title is not a problem, but we will try to win every single game. Every single game. That is the aim. Winning every single game. Listen, Liverpool will move 11 points clear of Manchester City if they win the big game this weekend. Liverpool, they will be clear of Manchester City with 11 points if they're able to win. If Manchester City win, the gap is cut to 5 points. Oh yes, so that means that even Chelsea, we are around 7 points or 8 points far from. I need to check the table. Actually. So that is how it is right now. If Liverpool wins, the gap will be 11 points wide. But if City wins, the gap will be cut to 5. That means that the title race will not be over for City. Because anything can still happen to Liverpool. Dear friends, so far, Sky Sports made a survey. Sky Sports made a survey. Sky Bet fan survey. And 79% of the fans think Liverpool will win the title. 79% of fans think that Liverpool will win the title this season. Man City 12%, Arsenal 9%. I didn't see my club Chelsea there. So we have been written off winning the title. But never mind, it is good. It is good. One thing I do know is that second position, we are not leaving it anytime soon. All right, quickly, before I conclude, I have 2 issues to talk about. My time is up. Christopher Nkunku's performance against Heidenheim in Germany. He played the number 10 position. He was given the number 10 role, and he flourished perfectly. He did the job as expected. Now, coming to the Premier League, I understand Cole Palmer has made that place his position. Yes, but then, let's talk about this. Cole Palmer right now, we know he is enjoying his football in Chelsea. For Chelsea not to lose Christopher Nkunku in the summer, I would say if Enzo Maresca can begin to make use of Christopher Nkunku on that number 10 role in the Premier League, there is nothing wrong Cole Palmer coming on from the bench. I believe that Christopher Nkunku, with what he did in Germany, he can equally do the same thing in that number 10 role in the Premier League. You see, Chris playing from the pocket, the left side, not even on the wing, but the left side pocket, the space. That's he's been what is the word? He is not getting what he's not getting the freedom he needs to operate. Christopher Nkunku is not getting the freedom that he needs from that pocket area. But playing from the central role as a number 10, he flourished in Germany. When I watch that game over and over, I have come to realize that we are limiting Christopher Nkunku. I'm not too sure. Maybe because we have 3 other players that can play in that number 10 role, Joao Felix as well. So it's like our coach tried to find different solution, different area for him to play. But it's not helping. And for me, I'll be one of the saddest people if we should end up losing Christopher Nkunku in the summer. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to run up. Our main man, our main striker, Nicolas Jackson, says he's tired of the comparison between him and our legendary Didier Drogba. He put it straight away to the journalist. He said, telling those who bring it up that one is a legend of Chelsea, while he is nobody and still finding his way. Yes, Jackson says that the person you guys are always comparing me to or referring me to, he is a legend. He said, Didier Drogba comparison, said he is a legend, and he, Nicolas Jackson, is still trying to find his way, still trying to find his way up. So we should stop the comparison. I like a humility. He knows it, that he has not gotten anywhere yet. He can get there. He can even be better than Drogba in the future. But he doesn't want that comparison. Dear friends, it is what it is. It is what it is. Yes, it is what it is. Quickly, my time is up, right? Okay. Ruud van Nistelrooy speaking. Ruud van Nistelrooy speaking about his new job with Leicester. Yes, his new job with Leicester. He said he contacted our head coach, Enzo Maresca, before accepting the job. He spoke to him at length. Listen, I have to say, when the interest came, the first one I called was Enzo. He was so positive about it. He absolutely loved his time. When you hear those things, it's a club you want to be part of. Obviously, with the interest coming in, I phoned him and I asked him more detailed questions about the club, the structures, the people that are there, the squad, the stadium, the fans, the town, the surroundings. It was a fantastic conversation. It's always a pleasure to talk to him. The way Leicester City played under Maresca, winning the championship and going into the Premier League, I see also that line continuing in those structures. And the idea of playing, I can plug into that. I relate to those structures and way of playing. That is Ruud van Nistelrooy taking up the job at Leicester. He is now the new Leicester boss. In charge. This weekend, he'll be in charge of his first game, I believe. Yeah. Well, we wait to see his performance there. Whether he can do the same magic he did with Manchester United before finally leaving. But quickly, big shout out. Yes. Good evening, Mr. Selom. I really agree and thank you for the issue you brought about Trevor Chalobah. Because apart from now, I am not happy for my club Chelsea sending him away. This kind of defenders that I'm seeing here, maybe the coach have personal desire about him. I'm brother in Christ, Vincent Bala, Adamawa State, Nigeria. Vincent Bala, brother in Christ. Big shout out to you in Adamawa State, Nigeria. Big shout out to you all there, my brother. All right. Frederick Amabe says, Jagasin is better for me to be Chelsea #1. Thanks, Frederick Amabe from Biafra State, Nigeria. Chris Williams says, Nkunku don't normally come on time in Premier League. He's not getting enough minutes to score. Exactly so. And he needs to be shifted to the number 10 role. Yes. Odunayo says, good day, Mr. Selon. My name is Odunayo Oyo from Lagos, Nigeria. I think we have another Odunayo from Nigeria. His name is Odunayo Oluwatobi, while my name is Odunayo Oyo. That is great. Anyway, oh yes, I observed that like it is now 2 Odunayo on this platform. I appreciate you guys. I really appreciate you guys. Odunayo Ojo from Lagos and Odunayo Oluwatobi. Big shout out to both of you out there. Very big shout out to you all. I appreciate your company. Both of you keep your messages coming on. Let me hear from you in the next one. Kole Wisdom from G8 Ghana says, good morning, Mr. Selon. Jagasin was my best player. For sure, Jagasin was the best player in Germany. All right. The next one says, thanks for the update. But see Sancho, Neto, and Victor Osimhen in front. But they doubt Cole's performance. And no need, this is Obed from Uganda. Big shout out to you, Obed from Uganda. Guys, I'm glad, I'm excited to be here. And I should be back in the next one. See you all when you see me. Shalom and peace.